I'm my wonderful grandchild. Okay, your grandpa is back from his Florida vacation, back to the cold weather. But let me just talk for a minute about my travel experiences from Fort Lauderdale back to Boston. Took 3 Uber rides. I would say that all of the drivers were very, very nice. One guy was from Africa, had only been here for 3 months, and I said, "Oh, so you got a job Uber?" He said, "I take every job 24 hours a day, sir. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week." So, I mean, if they're the kind of people who you say, "Well, he's an immigrant," is he? I mean, this person was a hard worker. The second person was from Guatemala. She didn't say too much. Me in the car, I tried to practice my Spanish, but that didn't get too far. But she was very, very nice, very, very competent. And then going from Logan Airport home, there was some guy from some Arab country. I don't know, but he was calling me sir and was very, very, very deferential and very, very nice. And all of these cars were like super, super clean. And to me, this was like an inspiration. I said, okay, there's a new goal for me. I want to keep my car as clean as an Uber driver. So, a very modest goal to keep my car, which is usually pretty good, but was really not up to Uber standards. So, this year I'm going to try to move up to the Uber level. Now, even though the flight was at it was a 7 o'clock flight. I mean, I was there at like, what do you got to do? Be there like 2 hours early. So I was there not too much after 5 o'clock in the morning. The airport, the Fort Lauderdale airport, was still packed. And I get in, and the first thing I see, now somebody else had made the reservation for me, so I didn't have my pre-check on the ticket. So I had to get in the very, very, did I say very long security line? So I'm in a security line and, waiting. The security line was probably 30 minutes. I mean, so, you can figure out how long that was. And what I noticed was that there were several groups of people who cut into the line. Now, it was interesting the way that they do that. They would kind of just like stand next to the line and just stand next to the line for a minute and then kind of be moving and then kind of moving with the line. And then all of a sudden they were in the line. So this was their way of gaming the system. And I mean, I'm just an observer of human nature and saying, okay, that's them, that's not me. Got it? That's them, that's not me. So when you're in a line, you're not cutting the line because that's not who you are. You're a person who, follows the rules. As we're getting up near the line, these 2 teenage boys come running up, cut through the line, jump over the security line, and start going up to the baggage check area. And I'm saying, geez, I mean, this is these kids really have some nerve doing this. And not 2 minutes later, I see 2 Broward County sheriffs dragging the asses of these 2 kids out. So even though they thought that they were winning, they were actually, I mean, I don't know whether they got arrested. I don't know whether you get arrested for trying to jump over a security line or not. But hey, that's the way it was. Now, on the plane, there was a crying baby. So what was my first instinct? My first instinct was to be annoyed and think, come on, what are these parents doing? I mean, why not they take care of this kid? I mean, that was probably 90% right. I mean, 90% they should have been doing something. They really didn't seem to be doing anything to quiet the child down. And then I was thinking, there is the other 10% chance that this poor baby is sick in some way, or, what the airplanes is like when you're going up and you're going down. Your ears are, your ears hurt. You could be crying from that. So I'm thinking I have to give these people, this these parents the 10% benefit of the doubt, take a deep breath and say, I'm alive. I just had a 1-week vacation. I'm going back to work. I'm going to talk to my wonderful grandchildren about my experiences, and I'm just going to be happy because I'm making that choice. Do you understand that? Your feelings, you're making that choice. I mean, I could see that there were some people who were getting very, very upset about this crying baby, and they couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't do anything about it. It's just what it is. But I mean, that was, what is that? I mean, that's a part of living. So sometimes you got to take a deep breath and just say, hey, that's the way it is. And I make the choice that I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to relax. I'm not going to ruin the flight for myself. And I'm going to think about the good experiences that I've had over the last week. So that's the way that I want you to think about things, okay? Relax, take a deep breath, and, this too will pass. So, talk to you again very soon. Glad to be back with you. I'm your Papa Bill.